Yeah.
Hey guys, how you doing? I know I've done a couple of videos on the P320, and I just wanted to give you guys a comparison about a little bit of everything. You got everything in there, my friend?
Yeah, I got all the guns there.
Okay, cool. Okay, uh, first and foremost, you got a lot of different options here. I have the 45 right here, 9mm, and the full-size 40. These are both subcompacts. This is going to be the full size on the 40. I gotta tell you one thing. I've shot a couple of different 40s, and I wasn't impressed at all. But this one, the recoil on it, the trigger pull on it, it's absolutely amazing. And just so you can see how crisp the trigger is, there you go. It's phenomenal. And let me get to another point. The beauty of these guns, as you see, I got all these frames here. Okay, these frames were like 40 bucks a piece from Sig. Got a couple extra smaller flush mags to fit them for about the same price. And so essentially, for 40 bucks, you end up getting an extra gun. And let's start with the 40. Okay, so the 40 full size is going to be 14 plus 1. To take it apart, very simple. Those of you that are familiar with the P320, you don't have to pull the trigger like a Glock. Just pull the pin out, pull that out. Now, here's one thing that I was actually pretty impressed with before, and I wasn't sure if this was going to fit, but when I got it, I tried it out, and it did fit. I essentially I just took the main trigger portion out, the serialized part, and put it into a subcompact. Okay, putting this together is generally not that difficult, but sometimes it can be a little tricky. Just got to play with it. And one second, and we're in. Okay. Now, as you can see, I just took a full size and turned it into a subcompact. Obviously, it does have the longer slide that comes on the full size. I find it that the longer slide for the 40 actually gives you a little bit more manageable recoil. And, I got small hands, so gives you a little bit more manageable recoil, and also gives you a better distance shot because of the longer slide. Has night sights, straight from the factory, okay? And taking it apart, just as simple. And remember, there's not really much space here left. Okay, and the reason why I mention that is because when I do that with the 45 here, going from the subcompact over to the compact, you're going to see there is a little bit of room, but I've shot these guns in these variations, and I got to tell you, I was extremely, extremely impressed. Okay, now with the 45, going from the subcompact to the compact, going from the compact to the subcompact, you do have a little bit of space there, as you can see, but it doesn't affect the performance of the gun at all. You have a 9+1 in the compact and a 6+1 in the subcompact flush mag. And The only downside on the 45 going down was I did notice the recoil was a little bit heavier than I'd like it to be. But again, I'm a small guy, so I prefer this 45 to be in the subcompact. And I did pick up a laser from Sig as well. This was on clearance for about 50 bucks. Red laser, you know, button right here, turn it on and off. You got that in the camera, my friend?
Yep, I got it.
Okay, so you can't really go wrong with it. Am I getting the camera?
Yeah,
with the laser?
you got it in the camera, yep.
Okay, so you can't really go wrong with it, but again, I just happen to prefer this gun in the subcompact. The 40 is good in either gun, whether you get the full size and put it on the compact, or you get the full size and leave it in the full size. Honestly, with all the 40s that I've shot, I think it's probably one of the best. I can't think of another one that I think compares even close. Okay. Now lastly, we're going to go to the 9mm, which happens to be the carry choice of most people. Okay, here's the 9, not loaded. This is a subcompact. Okay, again, trigger pull on all three of these guns is extremely crisp. This happens to be the compact small frame on the 9mm, so it's extremely thin. 9mm ships with the medium frame, which is right here, but I ended up picking the small frame up because of my small hands. I just found it to be more comfortable. And taking it apart, same as the other two, very simple, very easy. Put it into a subcompact. Now the compact in the 9mm comes with a the compact comes with a 15+1 mag, similar to the Glock 19. The subcompact comes with a 12+1, which, if any of you guys are carrying a Glock 26, which I used to carry, you'll know that the Glock 26 comes with 10+1, and then you have to get the Pierce extension to get the extra 2 rounds in there. So I actually kind of like the fact that the subcompact on the Sig is automatically a 12+1, and besides that, it's also a lot thinner than the 26. Okay, the 26 is going to be similar as far as thickness is concerned to this, which is the medium grip, and the subcompact is right there. Okay, and the 26 is only going to give you a 10+1, whereas this is going to give a 12+1. This is also available in a medium grip and a large grip. If you get the medium and the large, you also end up getting the Picatinny rail on the bottom, kind of like the subcompact has. Okay, I got the small grip just because, again, I have small hands, makes it easier. And the recoil is extremely manageable. I mean, the recoil is probably less than my Glock 26. And again, because I am going from a subcompact rail, from a compact rail, which is 3.9 inches, to a subcompact rail, to a subcompact frame, which should get the 3.6 inch, you are going to have a little bit of space right there, but it's not a big deal. I put a couple hundred rounds through this, and just like this, and it's good. And this is the flush mag. In here, as you can see, I got the G2 RIP ammo in there for self-defense. And it's easy to swap in and out. So overall, I gotta say, since I have a P320 in just about every caliber except for 357 Sig, I gotta tell you guys that you can't go wrong with this gun. The modular capabilities are, you know, you can pretty much just do whatever you want and get away with it. Technically, and I haven't tried this, but I will now. You can take the compact, the full size, and toss it on the subcompact. So, the 40 is a little newer, so just bear with me, guys. So if I wanted to take the slide off the full size, just to show you guys, and put it on the subcompact, this is what the gun would look like. Not bad. Extra long slide. In the subcompact, if you got the 40 flush mag, you'd be looking at getting a 10+1. And bear in mind, if you have the subcompact, the bigger mags will also fit. So that's my review on the P320 in multiple combinations. If you liked it, please click like, leave your comments, and any questions, just ask and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. Have a good night.